cheats, deceives, or acts dishonorably on purpose.
This is an interview with real college students on cheating. The first question I'd like to ask you guys as a group is, have you ever cheated, and maybe what are some of the reasons you've felt you had to cheat, if so?
I think we've all cheated before. I mean, a lot of students have. It's just easy. It's very stressful in a college situation, trying to get good grades and balancing everything, and it's just easy to cheat and easy to get a good grade nowadays.
Okay.
It saves you a lot of time. I think we've all been there and cheated in some way or another before. And just if you don't have a lot of time and you want a better grade, it's a lot easier to just text someone, like, get the answers and do it all yourself.
I mean, I've even been on the other side of cheating where you write somebody's paper for them and sometimes they just don't feel strongly in the subject and it's, you know, something that doesn't come easy, so.
I think a lot of the time it has to do with our time management. Like me, like myself, like I'm taking 15 credits this semester. I live in a res college. I'm in a sorority. I participate in things on campus. I don't always have the time when I have 4 projects lined up at the same time to always execute enough time for each of them. But if I manage to, you know, get an answer here or there, then that alleviates 5 extra minutes for me to spend on something else.
Okay, so it sounds like we're all kind of in agreement here that pretty much everyone has at some point cheated in some way or another. What are certain ways that, like examples of cheating, how do kids do it?
There's a lot. There's too many to count. There's like, you just, you know, easy enough, just look on someone else's paper, or, you know, take your study guide to class and stick it under your paper.
Make a cheat sheet.
Yeah, text someone, you know, it's all
Look it
there.
up on
like,
Or even as a group, you know, I mean, a group of students, we used to do math homework together the hour before.
I know.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I know with like certain projects that I've worked on, like we'll have, like I live in the education res college, so I have all of the students on my floor. We're all taking each and every single one of the same classes. So we'll like sit and we'll do every single assignment together. So even though we're helping each other at the same time, it feels like cheating because you're not always looking up your own answers.
Yeah, I had a class last year, and I had my lab partner and I did assignment together, and I got 0 credit on it because it was the same work, but I didn't even realize it was cheating. It's just like that second nature to do it with someone else, so it becomes easier.
Okay, so that makes sense. As potential future educators, what do you think there'd be some ways that we could prevent cheating in the classroom? Or maybe outside too as well. Just what are ways that we could prevent cheating overall?
Anything written well is a lot more difficult to cheat on, or opinion-based really.
Opinion-based or essay written out like that? Okay.
You could have like projects instead of just like answer homework.
Okay.
And answer.
I think like having a good relationship with your students would help too, because I know in like high school I felt bad for like cheating on like a good teacher's test. Like if she was like awesome, he or she or whatever, like I just felt really bad. And I don't know, just building a classroom, an environment that is stress-free makes the student feel less, you know, pressure to cheat.
Same here. And I think giving students enough time so that they feel that they are able to complete the assignments on time and they don't feel that extra stress kind of makes cheating like
Making sure
less
you're,
tempting.
sorry about that, but making sure you're approachable and flexible too.
I think like a major thing that like we need to take into account is like we were students too. Yeah, we might be teachers, so we're on the other side of it now, or well, like we will be on the other side of it. But we have to be able to say, okay, if we cheated as a student, how can we kind of expect our students not to cheat? So what we need to do is we have to kind of come up with like a middle ground, like establish a good relationship with your students, establish that you know, if they're honestly struggling with a project, that it's okay to go ask for help rather than cheating, or to extend the deadline if need be, but to actually like I guess show your students that you're human at the same time. Because I guess in a way it's common nature to cheat. We've all been taught this. You look at TV and they will give you 10 different ways to cheat. But if we can kind of show them that it's not always an option, then it'll help out in the long run.
Okay, it sounds like it's more of a personal relationship with the teacher, not just, different forms on tests and no phones in the classroom and, less multiple choice. It seems like it's more, those are all effective ways, but it does definitely seem like it's more on the teacher and their personal connection with the class. So thank you guys. It was a great interview. And all right.
Here are some common examples of how students today cheat in our classrooms.
What'd you get number two?
B.
In the meantime, while these students are cheating, this is what this irresponsible teacher is doing.
Okay guys, as you all know, we have our test today. There'll be two different forms. Make sure you don't have the same as your neighbor, and if you could you please space out, please? Alright, 1 seat between each student. Okay guys, we got cell phones off, hats backwards. Okay.
Those were two different examples of a teacher in the classroom giving out a test. The first one was obviously not very good. The teacher was not being very responsible while her students were taking the test. She was sitting up there in the front of the class, just reading, not really watching, paying attention. In the meantime, the students were texting answers, looking off the others, actually whispering to each other, asking answers, and surprisingly, or believe it or not, that happens every day in the classroom on test days. The second one was a teacher that was a little more prepared and a lot more responsible with her students. She came in, she greeted the students, she handed out the test, she made them know beforehand that they were separate tests. That eliminates the copying right off the bat. She did say that it will be submitted to turnitin.com, so you will need to use your own words to read the plagiarism on the essays. And she also made sure that they were spread out and phones were away, so she was also watching her students as they took their tests. So that was the two examples.